What up, y'all? Josh and Isi here once again.
And we are back with another Eat and Chill. Sorry we missed last week's, y'all. We had some things going on.
Just busy.
Some moves being made. So, we're going to keep this train going, hopefully. Today's Eat and Chill is...
What did we just say?
How to glow up together.
How to glow up together.
And our food. We want to introduce the food.
So, we kept it simple with some burgers, but these aren't regular burgers because they're vegetarian burgers.
My aunt is a vegan and she makes bomb vegan food.
They're so good.
Like, I am a meat lover. But these burgers, like, I would take this burger over a Portillo beef burger, McDonald's burger, any burger, Whopper burger, any day. And that's a lot for me.
They are fire.
They're fire.
Like, I don't even care for a regular burger anymore. They're pretty fire.
But, alright. You want to start or should I start about how we glowed up together? How we're glowing. Because it's not past tense. We're still in the process of it.
Still in the process of glowing.
Want me to go first?
Yeah.
Alright.
I feel like you're kind of leading this pack.
My first example of how I feel like we've glowed up together. Mine would be, you should be eating, right?
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
My first example that comes to mind is when we were in college and first started dating our sophomore year. And Josh has always been like a straight A student. I think the only time you got a B was a teacher who was on that with you because he like told the teacher he wants to do everything he can to get an A and she said she didn't believe in A's, blah, blah, blah. So he ended up graduating with a 3.9. I just call him a 4.0 student because that teacher was just on that and salty. Anyway.
She was salty.
I'm saying all that to say when I was in college, before we started dating, I wouldn't say I didn't care about my grades, but I did not give my all to like my grades, or I didn't really try. I don't feel like I tried. Like with boyfriends before Josh, I was kind of always the smart one in the relationship, the one with the better grades and stuff like that. So I didn't really have anybody pushing me to do better. And I feel like without vocally saying it or verbally saying it, Josh pushed me to do better. And then ever since we dated sophomore year and beyond, like I was on Dean's List every year with him. So that's like my example that first came to mind of how we glowed up together, because him taking his grades seriously and just pushing to be like all around academic achiever, like made me glow up and be like, hey, I need to get on his level. Like, he don't need to be with no dumb girlfriend, or I don't want to be the weak link of this relationship academically. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just how I think.
Plus, I was writing half her papers.
You didn't write any of my papers. I was about to say, baby, please. I wish you would have.
No, I wrote some of my friends' papers, though. Post-college, roles flipped, right? So, post-college, I was... Oh, my God, your hair's getting burned. She got off to a way better start. Well, it's not only because because she's got her head on straighter than I do, but two, because when she was in college, she started her YouTube channel, and by the time she got out, it was already like taking off
enough where I didn't need to get a job.
Enough to where she wasn't stressing as hard as I was about getting a job. Watching her grow motivates me to get up. Cause on days where I see her grinding and like getting to the money, I'm like, yo, that's way, it's like way out there. It's almost like she's like a everlasting goal that I have to reach, which is really cool because I push myself to like, I don't know, keep up with my girlfriend.
I feel like another example of a glow up, I guess, how am I gonna come up with your example? But when you weren't into like getting haircuts and staying clean cut and stuff like that, and I had that talk with you about like, it's kind of time to start being consistent with that. Like, because I feel like
I didn't like
the glow up isn't all about like your external and your features and stuff, but I will say like with confidence I've gained through like my social media platforms and like who I'm becoming, I just take more pride in my appearance. And therefore, like, I do really believe that like your significant other is basically a direct representation of who you are. So it's no shade to him, but like Josh would like look like a caveman for weeks. Like,
I was cheap.
Go without getting a haircut for over a month and stuff, and he's fine and all, you know. He's always been fine, will be fine, but it's just a matter of having pride in yourself. So I remember I had that talk with you, and ever since then, like, he consistently gets haircuts every 2 weeks and stuff.
Yeah.
So like,
for a long time I didn't want to because I was a college student, I was broke, and I don't know, I had this mentality in my head. I was like, well, I mean, the girl that I want I already got her, so.
That's where a lot of people mess up, though.
Yeah.
Not just guys, girls do that too, where it's like, okay, I got the person I want, now I can take it easy. No, nigga, because the grass will always seem better on the other side. It's just a matter of taking pride in your appearance for yourself, and then also for your significant other. Like, just because you got them doesn't mean like it's on lock. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, it's different, but yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's on lock, but it's just important to keep that same energy.
There it is.
That's it. It's not a matter of lock. It's about keeping that same energy. What you were doing
to win them.
To win them in the first place. How you were looking, how you were dressing and stuff and getting all cute. You should keep that same energy. Granted, it's not going to be like that 24/7. I'm not going to look cute like this all the time. But, you know, it's just a matter of...
She gets most of the time, though.
Thank you, babe.
She gets most of the time.
A recent thing that we've been doing to glow up together, I would say, mentally... We read books now. It's a real recent thing. I've never been a reader like that.
I have.
Yeah, it's that book smart stuff. But we do Sunday reflections every Sunday together where like we sit down and for like however, we don't put a time limit on it. We just talk.
Average is 2
no
hours.
social media, no social media, no TV, no nothing. We just talk and like ask each other, how was your week? What are your future goals? What do you feel like you could have did better? Like stuff like that. We just let each other genuinely talk, you know. And now I think I came up with the idea like a couple weeks ago. I ordered some books off Amazon because I wanted to start getting into reading and stuff. I realized that like as I'm becoming older, I want to be a successful entrepreneur and stuff. Like books hold so much knowledge. And also I just wanted to be able to have basically a kind of detachment from social media, because it's almost like clockwork, or at least it was, where wake up in the morning, check my phone, end up scrolling for 2-3 hours without even realizing it, look up, film a video or edit a video, or it just, my whole day encompasses social media. So like I looked to books to start kind of detaching me from that a little bit. So when I first wake up, I try to read for at least an hour or more, like I did that this morning, and then start my day off. And it just allows your mind to, I feel like, stay mentally stimulated without social media. I think it's just important. So anyway, getting back to the glow up thing together, now one of the things that we do with our Sunday reflections every Sunday is like he was reading Secrets of the Millionaire Mind.
I read that.
He read that already. Yeah, I know. And then like he'll explain that to me. And then my book, and we highlight. Oh, you didn't highlight, but I highlight.
Yeah, I would normally highlight in my books, but these are her books. I already read them.
And I haven't read it yet,
Yeah,
so he doesn't want to highlight. But I highlight in my books. And sometimes I'll even write I'll write a recap after every chapter, and I'll basically go through all the things that I highlighted with him and why it stood out to me or blah, blah, blah. So I feel like that's another way we're like glowing up together. Mentally.
Yeah.
For sure.
I feel like the Sunday reflections are awesome because like the only way to like know if you're really growing is to reflect and look back on something. So like when you look at your past week and be like, okay, was this a productive week? Did I actually do something? If you say no, then you know next week you just got to go harder than you did the last week. Being able to plan out your future and reflecting on your past for a moment is always good. It's not good to like stay there necessarily. You don't want to like consistently keep your mind in the past or consistently keep your mind on the future because you want to stay within the present. But at least once a week when we choose Sundays, we decide to reflect and then like forecast on our future, which is awesome. I think another thing that we do really well together that glows us up, I have a problem with organization.
Oh,
she's
that's a good one.
Really good with organization, and like she writes, if you see, she still has her notebooks from the first YouTube video you ever did. She has her goals, the YouTube videos, all the bullet points of what she wanted to do in her video. She still has all those notebooks still to this day. So like if she ever wanted to look back and say like, what was I thinking at that time, she can go back to those books and really just like reflect. That's something I admire that I need to do more often. But now that she's got me in like this organized phase, I'm like in the very beginning stretch of it. She's like out here, but I'm like right at the beginning. But now I'm starting to do more stuff. Like we sit down and we plan out our entire month.
Should I show them the calendar? Just a glimpse, not like details. This is mine. We got both of ours from Walmart. He just has a different color, obviously.
Mine's just black.
And inside, it basically has all the dates out of the month. And then I highlight. I don't know if you highlighted, but like I
do symbols.
Like workout is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it's like orange workout. It goes like that. I'm just very organized like that.
Yeah, she's very organized in the sense that she keeps her thoughts in a line, whereas mine are sometimes always all over the place. Which is why I appreciate her, because now we do stuff like plan out our weeks, and it helps me keep on track and keep organized, like knowing like how can I win this day, what do I need to get done. I plan this out, and now I have to hold myself accountable, so it's always cool. And she's helped me with my work life. For a long time I thought I was above, I guess, a 9 to 5, but she kind of helped me realize that I need to take the,
You gotta crawl before you walk.
yeah, you gotta take that big old slice of humble pie before you start saying you're better than something, you know. And I did have a lot of pride when it came to working, but now I'm in the process of, you know, getting my work-life balance in order so that way I can still do what I love and then still do what I like, or do what I have to do, which is work.
I think you also said something important of holding each other accountable. I feel like that has to do with glowing up too, because like he was saying, like roles have kind of reversed since college, where like he was pushing me in the educational sense and stuff, and now like I'm pushing him in like the real world sense. And I feel like glowing up together is like holding each other accountable, but it's also not leaving each other behind. And I feel like, I guess a better example would be like now, it's not like cocky or anything, but it's just the best example. Like a lot of people have the tendency, like they could be where I'm at right now in my career and like the money I'm making and stuff, and be like, okay, I don't have time to like worry about this person or blah blah blah. But Josh is the person that I want to be with, so there's no way I'm gonna like leave him behind or be like, oh, he can figure it out for himself, you know, stuff like that. Just like he, like, reverse it, he didn't do that to me in college when like my grades were like not the best or whatever. He would like literally, he would be done with like all his papers or whatever finals week, and he would stay up all night with me, like pull all-nighters with me. Or I remember when I would have those emotional breakdowns, and like you were good with organizing that though, because remember you at like that one time you wrote out what class subjects and you asked me when it was due, and you wrote it on a piece of paper of, okay, this is due Monday, so make sure you do that first before this assignment due Wednesday. Like we do that for each other. So it's holding each other accountable, like get your stuff together, you're slipping, but it's also like not leaving the person behind. Don't leave them to try to figure it out themselves, because the whole point of a relationship is also a partnership, and you're also supposed to like be a union, like be one. So you basically ain't winning if your person isn't winning either.
You're not.
And I think that mentality is important when you're trying to glow up with your significant other. You're not winning if the other person isn't.
You're only as strong as your weakest link, and in a relationship, it's
two people.
It's two people. If you're not the strong link, you're the weak link. I hope you realize. I be helping her with cooking.
You do. I feel like the more glow up. Ooh, a really good one for you to me. Sorry, let me finish chewing real quick. This veggie burger's so good.
My burger's going on.
Another good example is this fitness journey that you have me on with you. That's a huge glow up thing, because I feel like ever since we graduated, or a little bit before, I've kind of been complaining about my weight or about my body not looking how it used to. All these complaints. I still look good, but I could look better. But anyway, Josh is like really into fitness and really into health and stuff like that. He could have taken the more selfish route and been like, all right, like forget you, like you'll figure it out on your own. He's never done that to me, ever. Like he's always all about it being a us, a we type of thing, which I really appreciate from you, by the way. And so now we're in the routine of going to LA Fitness every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I think my problem had been in terms of working out, like not really being able to do it by myself. Like I know as an athlete, but I don't feel like I know how to work out alone. Like all my years of being an athlete, I had a coach to tell me what to do. So when it came to me being my own individual fitness person, like I really don't know what to do when I go in the gym. And I think I needed someone to be like, okay, do this workout. This helps benefit this. This is how you grow your butt. This is how you tighten your abs, like stuff like that. And he's that person for me. And although I know it takes time from you working out yourself, he took the selfless route of like helping me out so that we can glow up together, physically speaking. We're really good together.
Yeah. We compliment each other a lot.
We really do.
Yeah.
Wow.
We work. I've been saying this though.
But when you say it out loud, verbally, it's like, dang,
it out loud,
we really be,
like, yeah, we really ride for each other.
We do. Yeah. So that's another way that I feel like we're glowing up together. We ain't where we want to be yet, but we're definitely on the road to that. Enough so where both of our butts and thighs hurt like hell.
Oh
and
my
it's been
gosh,
how many days since we did that workout
we
together?
We literally did it Monday. It is Thursday.
Yeah, but we literally go in the gym and work out together. And I know a lot of boyfriends, like, obviously don't really do the same things as their girlfriends because it's two different body types and stuff. But the fact that you've, like, slowed down what you would typically do in the gym by yourself, for me, I really appreciate. And I feel like that just goes to show the accountability thing and making sure you don't leave somebody behind. Because you said even, I remember, I don't know how the conversation came up, but we were talking one day and you were like, if I was to get like bigger, like unhealthily big or whatever. Oh, you said that you wouldn't even allow that to happen.
Yeah.
Like post marriage and kids and stuff, if I just kind of lost myself. He was like, oh, we're going on walks together, we're blah, 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 blah. Like he's always been like that, which I really appreciate.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's one of those things in a relationship where it's like keep that same energy. Mm-hmm. Like, to get married and then just let yourself go, that's bogus.
It's bogus, but
it's life, but it's kind of bogus 'cause if you're purposely just like saying.
But it's not all women are. If we're talking women wise, it's not intentional for women to do that.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
But I also think like a big step in it when you do have kids and stuff like that, and women's bodies are the ones that go through stuff. It is kind of up to the man to be like, hey babe, let's work out or let's do this so you can get back healthy. Another example I feel like of a glow up too, Josh is a PK, a pastor's kid. So you were raised in the church pretty much. And I wouldn't say that I lacked spirituality. Like I believe in God and stuff, but I will say my relationship with God has strengthened and grown ever since I started dating Josh because I saw how seriously he took.
That, we never prayed.
We
never prayed.
We used to, and then we fell off again. Oh, we didn't pray. Dang. We were hungry.
We were really hungry.
Is it too late to do it? Maybe we can just thank him.
Thanks for the food, Lord. Sorry that we missed it, but we still thank you and we praise you for all the things that you've done. Amen.
Amen. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, back to what I was saying. He's helped me like get a better connection with God, and it's not through like us praying together, but just seeing him like if he starts eating before me and I see him like kneel his head, bow his head to pray, I'm like, dang, like it's kind of like let me get it together. Like he's just very in tune with his relationship with God, and I feel like that has motivated me to get better and get right. Then also, I haven't started reading it, but he has this Best Black Sermons book that he just gave me last week that he was telling me, he was like, Ashley, I want you to start reading this, babe. Like, these are good black sermons, blah, blah, blah. Like, I would have never thought to even look at a book like that. You know what I mean? So, like, glowing up, I guess on all levels, we touched on mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. It's
always weird with us because, like, in areas that one of us lack, the other one just so happens to be, like, really good.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I don't think we've ran into something where we're both like, damn, we both suck. Like one of us is usually good at it.
Yeah. So that's my other example of like glowing up together, trying to glow up spiritually together. We used to pray together, was it at night and stuff, and then we just fell off. But I do know I pray individually every morning.
I do this thing. I be telling her, but like I'll whisper prayers in my hand and then I'll touch her, or like I'll whisper a prayer in my fingers and I'll touch her at night or in the morning, or when she's just asleep. I just say little prayers, touch her with them.
It's just sweet. Did you get it? I see it too.
You see it? Okay.
Definitely.
I'm not crazy.
I think we came up with a lot of good examples though.
Yeah, I think.
Do you think anything else, or are you good? I think I have one more. Kind of. I feel like if you didn't take hydration and water so seriously, I wouldn't be drinking water as much as I've been. He has me hydrated AF over here.
Hydrated.
No, like for sure. Like him drinking water and stuff on his social media. That's not just like a joke.
Like
he genuinely loves drinking water, and I feel like because I see that so often, I'm like, oh, let me get on this hydration chain and train and like clear up my skin and clear out my body and stuff like that.
Y'all want to know my skin routine? It's WATER. I don't do nothing to my face at all. I just drink lots of water and I leave my face. I feel like if you touch your face a lot, you're gonna get stuff on your face because you like transferring germs.
But boys also, a lot of boys always have real good skins. I feel like y'all don't put nothing on it.
That's what I'm saying. Don't mess with it.
Also, I think you drinking a lot of water has helped you a lot too. Yeah. So yeah. Oh,
and the hydrated thing is like, hydrated is kind of what we touched on this entire video.
What you mean?
I'll explain it. Like if you go to my channel, there will be an explanation of once you see this video, explaining what the hydrated AF movement really is. So, I mean, if you ever are curious as to why I drink so much water or why I say I'm hydrated AF, you should go check out the video.
You guys don't know, he does have a new channel.
It's
Just Wade. So go ahead and subscribe to him and show him love on there. And yeah, our social media and the rest of our social media links can be found in the description box below, along with our couple's Instagram page, which is pretty lit over there too. So
that one's pretty lit. We're gonna start posting on that more too.
More video clips, like bloopers and stuff that you guys don't get to see.
Yeah.
Peace.